difficult to say this remark without just singing a song of gratitude to God. And there's a song that comes to my mind. I don't know if the musicians can join, but I believe we can all join. I don't know if you know it, just sing with me. Uduako bike bruve Biki mebo gene meiro Ayoro me kira morobo Eyo gene me olori me iye Ayoro me kira morobo Eyo gene me olori me iye Ogene me woruno I would like, and that is Lagos State now. Eko Ado. Lagos State Ado. I would like very much to stand on a well-established protocol. I know very many dignitaries and elders have been here. Cabinet members have been here. The body of permanent secretary, they've all been here. Heads of parastatals, chiefs, and dignitaries have been here. The time is so well spent, so I would just like for us to move on, knowing that you are all very well acknowledged. Distinguished leaders of Urhobo and Isoko communities here in Lagos, my family, friends, colleagues, captains of industries, ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you today with a heart that is genuinely full of gratitude. To be honored by your own people is a different kind of blessing. It is deeply personal. Awards from institutions are very meaningful. Recognitions from professional bodies are gratifying. But when those who know where you come from and can tell your story choose to celebrate you, what God has done and has brought you through and where He has brought you to, it touches something much deeper. So before anything else, let me simply say thank you. Thank you to the Urhobo and Isoko Allies in Lagos and to the organizing committee that worked diligently to see this through on our behalf. Thank you for considering me worthy of this honor. And thank you to everyone who has taken the time to be here today. Mr. Governor, your presence means more than I can adequately express beyond the support and opportunity you have given to me that makes this celebration valid. I kept asking myself one question. How does one really tell the story of my journey? Do you tell it through the positions you have held, the projects delivered, the titles, or do you simply tell it through the people/influences that quietly lifted you up through your life. For me, it is about the people and about the influences. If I am standing very tall here today, it is because I am standing surely on the shoulders of many people who went ahead of me and opened doors that they did not have to open. I arrived in Lagos in 1991 with 800 naira and a small red bag of Samsonite bag. By the time I reached Jimo, my last bus stop, 500 naira of it had been stolen. I was frightened and a bit ashamed. How could this happen to a worry boy in Lagos? But I also came with an unrelenting big dream. For that, I must thank Chief Great Urhobo, who has known me from when I was a little boy and showed me as a young man the beauty of enterprise. He made me mentally embrace Lagos from afar as a place of significant opportunity and shattered completely from my mind any sense of limitation on my dreams. I greet him, Migwasa. I'm sure he will hear it. I began my stay with my bosom friend, Egube, who you just heard from, in what we call a face me, I face you apartment in Egube with a pit toilet at the back. I know some of you, like Sholakwe, do not know, who live in Ikoyi and Lekki, do not know that that part of Lagos exists. Sometimes, when power went off in the house, it was not NEPA. It was the loosening of the cellophane paper used to hold the electrical wires together. The situation was nowhere near what Tunde and I enjoyed at home in Warri, but it was a place full of determination and aspiration. A good place to start, and no better place to show that indeed Warri not a carried last. Despite our starting point, the experience was frightening, but never enough to dissuade me from my goal. Thank you, Tunde, for sharing your room and indeed sharing your life. Lagos had welcomed me in the most Lagos way possible. It immediately told me, you are on your own. Nobody was coming to rescue me. Nobody owed me any success. If I was going to build a future here, I had to earn it. And that lesson has never left me. People often ask me, what makes Lagos different? My answer is simple. Lagos is probably the one place in Nigeria where almost everybody wakes up believing that tomorrow can genuinely be better than today. There is an optimism here that is difficult to explain. People wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning, and when they get to the bus stop, they realize there are many other people already there before them that early. The hustle is real. They keep on trying daily, not because success is guaranteed, but because they believe it is possible. That belief changes people. Lagos rewards courage, hard work, creativity, resilience. At the same time, it has very little patience for excuses, laziness, and indecision, which nothing explains it more than when I flagged a taxi at Ojuelegba when I just came to Lagos. The taxi stopped by me, and while I was approaching the taxi, a woman rushed into it, entered the taxi. The taxi driver looked at me very pitifully and asked the woman, where will they go? And they drove away from me as if it was not me that stopped the taxi in the first place. So in Lagos, you must seize your opportunity. Perhaps nowhere else in Nigeria punishes failure or indecision as quickly or rewards excellence as generously as Lagos. Little wonder why Lagos is the center of excellence. Being a local champion somewhere else counts for very little here. For here, you must answer your father's name. Every day, Lagos asks only one question. What value are you bringing today? Tomorrow, it will ask again the same question. It was true for me as a professional business advisor at Arthur Anderson and Company. But it was also true when I drove a commercial bus between Ikeja and Egbeda to make ends meet. And it was true when I supervised refuse trucks in the streets of Maryland. It was always about your contribution. Dependence was never a viable relationship proposition with Lagos. That culture pushes you, it stretches you, it humbles you. And if you allow it, it transforms you. Looking back now, I realize that every stage in my career prepared me for the next. My engineering education at the University of Benin taught me to think as a problem solver, to see every problem as an exciting puzzle that must be solved, using numbers and not just assumptions. Arthur Anderson built on that foundation, and it gave me a strong work ethics, a framework for analyzing business problems, and much to my surprise at the time, the belief that we in the firm were all exceptional graduates. At this point, I must thank my mentor, Henry Maseka, who unfortunately has left, one of the brightest and most balanced analytical minds I have encountered. Henry gave me opportunity at UBA, bringing me into banking and later NNB International, where I was exposed to significant change management practice and the rigor of building an institution from ground up. It was Henry who taught me the significance of managing relationships and communicating very complex ideas in simple forms. It was also at UBA that I first met His Excellency Chief James Ibori, His Excellency Dr. Alex Oti, and the Governor of Lagos State, my boss, Mr. Babajide Olusola Sonwolu, for the first time. At that time, they were not yet governors. They were simply men with vision, passion, and the intellect to lead and to win. All of them have been significant icons in my life. My time at Lagos Business School strengthened my appreciation for intellectual discipline and sharpened my approach to analyzing and communicating business problems and outcomes. It taught me that it is not your individual intellect, but collective experience of the class that counts. Here, you must acknowledge your skill, but you must also respect those of others and learn to build consensus. My MBA 4 class members are also here, well represented, and I must say a big thank you to them. At First Bank, I was privileged to work with a remarkable leader, His Excellency Dr. Alex Oti, who I met at UBA and who invited me from NNB to join him in First Bank. He's currently doing wonders as governor at Abia State. When he later became CEO of Diamond Bank, he opened the opportunity for me to contribute there as well. Beyond passion and savviness he brought to business networking, he sold to me the idea that no man is bigger than God, nor can any man assume to be God over our lives. I must also say a very big thank you to him. When Mr. Governor invited me to serve as Commissioner for Economic Planning and Budget And now, as Deputy Chief of Staff, I entered an entirely different world. Public service teaches you that you do not get to choose those you serve. You serve everyone, those who support you and those who do not. And you must serve them fairly, faithfully, and consistently. One of the greatest lessons Lagos State has taught me is the politics of state building. Not the politics in a partisan sense, but the politics in a human sense. How do you build competing interests? How do you balance competing interests? How do you pursue economic growth while ensuring social inclusion? How do you manage the need for social impact outside financial profits? A management performance review that was beyond deposits, growth, loans, and profits. A place where talent must balance with inclusion. These are questions worth dedicating a life to. And over the years, I have often reflected that public service at its best is perhaps the closest thing we have to practicing the values required by our faith. Every day demands patience. It demands humility, kindness, self-control, and perseverance. You learn quickly that leadership is not about being right. It is about helping people move forward together. I will not exchange this privilege for anything, because every day reminds me that you are walking with humanity in all its beauty and in all its complexity. Thank you so much, Mr. Governor and Mr. Deputy Governor, for the opportunity to serve the people of Lagos, an opportunity that I will always cherish. I cannot stand here today without acknowledging my family, my parents laid foundation that have sustained me through life. But we're educationists who believe deeply in discipline, service, and integrity. My father eventually became commissioner of both Bendel and Delta State Civil Service Commissions. My siblings held a sustained family atmosphere that provided direction. Looking back, I can see that public service was never completely foreign to my family. Before I close, I must acknowledge someone who has walked every season of this journey with me. My wife. Edith Bukwola Egube. Yes, you can say our wife, but for me, she's my wife. Both are correct. For 31 years, she has been my partner, my confidant, my source of strength and encouragement. She has shared in every uncertainty, every transition, every success, and every setback. Many of the milestones people celebrate today were only possible because at home there was someone who believed in me, prayed for me, and stood beside me with unwavering faith. Even when totally wrong. Buki, thank you very much for your love, your wisdom, your patience, and for the life we have built together. And to our children, David and Elizabeth, thank you for the joy you bring to our lives and for reminding me every day why the work we do matters. It is clear to me why I waited for 17 years to have David and 22 years to have Elizabeth. You inspire to keep me striving to leave behind a society that offers every child the opportunity to dream, to grow, and to fulfill their God-given potential. I love you dearly, and I thank God for the privilege of being your father. To the young people listening today, permit me to leave you with one thought. underestimate that Lagos, never underestimate what Lagos can do with a prepared mind. This city owes nobody's success, but it gives everyone an opportunity. Come prepared, work hard, remain teachable, protect your integrity, value relationships, never stop learning, and when opportunity comes, don't behave like me at Ojuelegba. Be ready. Finally, today is not really about me, it is about the people who invested in me, the institutions that formed me, the mentors who believed in me, the colleagues who challenged me, and the family that supported me. I'm happy that my younger sister Joyce Okiti and Joshua, my elder brother Egube, are here with me. They've been with me all my life. It's about the governor who entrusted me with responsibility beyond anything I imagined. And above all, the grace of God. Can we just give a round of applause to all of these categories of influences? To my Urhobo and Isoko brothers, sisters, fathers, uncles, I say a heartfelt thank you for this honor. May God continue to bless our communities. May He continue to bless Delta State. May He continue to bless Lagos State. May He continue to bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Atiabo, let's closer. Leave your seats and just come this way. Come closer. If you're all the way there, let's come closer and let's do this toast as a family. Let's cover our brother as a family. Our brother has done us proud, and even God Almighty is proud of him. The heavens are proud of him. The heavens are proud of him. We are proud of him. Can we all be upstanding as we do this toast? A toast to greatness. A toast to an exceptional leader. A toast to positive transformation. A toast to one of our finest sons from the Niger Delta. A toast to an Urhobo song. A toast to an Isoko song. A toast to Lagos State song. A toast to an Edo song. A toast to the son of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we toast in honor of our celebrants. A celebratory reception in honor of Honorable Engineer Egube. Hip, hip, hip!